everyone, it's your girl Antoinette, and today we coming at you with the video, and it's called Katt Williams react to FEDS finding a secret room in P. Diddy's house, in his Miami house. This is just a lot. Like, it's just so much. This year, we need to be focusing on other things instead of this craziness, because, I mean, like, if they're gonna lock the man up, go on and lock him up. Go on and lock him up. Y'all got more than enough, because they secretly doing other things like signing bills, trying to start a war, and all like that. Other things need to be seen about. Being prepared. Other than P. Diddy with his craziness. Y'all know this man been doing this stuff forever, so why y'all just now trying to do something about it? I don't get it. But like Katt Williams said, this is going to be a year of exposure. And so, I mean, it's coming out. And he bringing some people with him, P. Diddy. But did y'all see, like, the little clippy of... He had his hand close to Mike Tyson, and he was like, "Oh, it is all about the Benjamins." And he gonna move his hand, and he was like, "Let me get out of his way, because I don't play like these." And I could not blame him. I just wanted to tell y'all to go check it out because he is still sitting up there looking so confused, like, you know what you're doing. You know what you've been doing. You want to see, is he gonna fall for all your stuff? But no, he will bust you in your face real hard. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you can see me, and let's get into this video. Uncle Elroy.
It's funny now, but we all know there's at least a pinch of truth in even memes, especially when said meme is backed by the experiences of several celebrities.
This is a handful of us that get to look behind the curtain. You know, there's a curtain, there's another room, and there's a curtain, and in that room is some shit. You're like, God damn, I didn't know y'all back here.
Gets a little bit more sinister when you find out Kevin's claims only scratch the surface of how bad the things in these secret rooms are.
He get they this they this videotape it. Then when he in the meeting, they play the video of him getting by like 3 niggas.
Oh, the they he was talking about seems to have been Diddy, and that's according to one of the mogul's old bodyguards.
Katt Williams say, you just gotta say no to Diddy.
He did.
And it's a lot of people that couldn't say no. And they probably on tape.
Speaking of Katt, there's a lot more from where that came.
All of these big dick deviants, they're all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you, all lies will be exposed.
Diddy's situation might be a broken record at this point because the record producer seems to have moved from hot water to a frying pan.
Right.
And with the revelations that just got out about his home raid, he's in the fire itself now. We're in days that no one ever thought we would get to, because let's face it, this man is one of the most powerful people in the entertainment space. But it seems 2024 is really the year for the deviants to get exposed, as Katt Williams said. From the looks of things, it seems Diddy might be used as the example of what is to come for other big names of questionable character. He's been in trouble several times over the years, but the stakes are now a little different. Leaving aside the fact that everything that's now happening to Diddy was predicted by people like Katt Williams, who seems to...
Diddy not look like... He looks like he would do something to you. Like, if you don't watch him, he would do something to you. It's sad that you could just tell, you could just look at a person. Have you seen, like, some of the faces he just be making at people? He just be looking at them like, I do something to you right now. He just look suspicious. You just got to keep an eye on him.
To have insider information on everyone.
Look at him.
The rapper also hasn't been as careful as he used to be back in the day.
Sure.
How else are we supposed to explain the feds closing in on him now, even with everything that's come out over the years? Considering searching someone's house for crime-related reasons, even more so when they're a big-time celebrity, is almost impossible without damning evidence, Diddy is probably taking his last breaths as a free man. Now, According to the results of the raids on his home, it seems authorities have discovered certain things, like, say, a secret room for depravities. Again, this is one of the many things allegedly tied to Diddy that a lot of people may not be surprised about. The hip-hop world, in particular, is no stranger to the tales of Diddy's parties and how there are always special rooms for things that shouldn't be spoken of. Some of the people with these tales ran for their lives, while others indulged. But besides those who willingly walked into Diddy's parties to participate in the alleged freak-off said to be the order of the day, other people were forced in against their will. This might have been the story with Cassie, and as you may know, almost countless others who have accused the mogul of heinous crimes. However, here the authorities are, just randomly finding strange trashed rooms in this man's house. Does this mean they finally proved these rumors about him to be true? I'll tell you this. If the stories about Diddy and his room were truly just rumors, do you think a judge would have granted them the go-ahead to raid his home? Seems unlikely.
What happens is these guys open up a Pandora's box. They look for weird, exotic things, and somehow, in some way, it turns them on.
Oh my
Think about
God.
it right now. You probably can't name one person who's more controversial than Diddy in not just the music world alone, but the entertainment industry as a whole. And do you know what they say about smoke? Where it is, there's probably fire. Looks like the fire Diddy has been making over the years is now coming right back to hunt him in the form of federal agents. In case you may not be aware, rapper Sean Diddy Combs is currently in a bad situation, to put it lightly. Per the reports, homes belonging to Combs in Los Angeles and Miami were raided by officials from U.S. Homeland Security on Monday, 25 March. The rapper and music mogul, who is credited with helping launch the careers...
I can't believe he went on Wendy's show, because Wendy was the first person that said he was like that. She was saying that in the 90s. And you already know that's when Wendy got fired. That's been said.
of artists, including Biggie Smalls, Mary J. Blige, and
Yep.
Usher, has faced a
They
string
got
of
all
varying
them up in there.
accusations in the past 6 months, including S.A. The news is now saying the raids are in connection with a federal ST investigation.
Search warrants being conducted there could indicate arrests being conducted. We just don't know at this hour specifically what that law enforcement action is.
NBC News cited an unnamed source as saying that 3 women and a man have been interviewed by federal officials in Manhattan, and 3 other interviews are scheduled concerning allegations of STSA and the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. So far, reports say, it remains unconfirmed whether Combs himself is the focus of the investigation, but an update on the case has painted a better picture of that. The Army of Federal Law Enforcement officers did a number on Diddy's LA home, and the video shows clearly the mansion was turned upside down.
It was.
TMZ has obtained footage of the aftermath of Monday's raid on Diddy's Holmby Hills. Drawers were ripped open, belongings scattered about, documents strewn about, and safes broken into. Agents had a field day with Diddy's electronic equipment. You could even see pieces of computer and other equipment in pieces on the floor.
Golly.
It's clear the agent zeroed in on hard drives, which were seized during the raid. See, reports say that Diddy might have been keeping materials for blackmail against several people at his home, hence the thrashing of those rooms. While you may think this is far-fetched for the authorities, word on the street is...
Yeah, I thought that was a bit much. Like, why you got to go into all of that? But yeah, when you're dealing with someone like him, you don't want to leave no page unturned.
that the information about his secrets might have been spilled by some of the women who recently accused him, but it seems it's not just women he was blackmailing. If there's anyone that knows about this, it's Katt Williams. The reason Williams is such a big part of this story is that, for starters, the comic predicted all of these things coming to pass.
All of these big dick deviants
See what he said
in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't.
I thought I just heard it wrong. What he had said, he was like, all these, big deviants. I'm like, what? How did he know that?
Matter if you Diddy or whoever you, all lies will be exposed.
Back in January, Williams sat down for a tell-all interview with Shannon Sharpe on the Club Shay Shay podcast. Throughout the interview, the 52-year-old comedian dropped major bombshells about fellow rappers and other famous figures in the music industry. As Diddy is facing multiple allegations, Williams' remarks on the coming home rapper have gone viral on social media. In a video shared on X, formerly Twitter, Williams seemingly exposed Diddy in a cryptic statement. "I gotta protect my integrity in that virgin hole I was telling you about because P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no," he said, adding, "You gotta tell him no. I did. I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you."
Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
Fans might think the man was adding his comedic flair to the interview when he said that.
I don't think
but that
so.
couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, you could even say he might have downplayed it a little, as Diddy has been caught in that same position with other celebrities. The rapper has a history of hosting some of the wildest parties, and he stays looking for victims.
Yep.
Like Williams, rapper.
Oh my God, look
also
at his
been one of those
teeth.
victims. Although Fabulous has attended several events in his day,
Why that man teeth look like that? Golly, Fabulous, you been at the parties too much. That done messed your teeth up. Golly.
it appears that he feels that some of those parties did not live up to the expectations that were set for them.
So Fab, how was your birthday, man? What was your wish for this year?
Now, if you observe, Fabulous is surrounded by an obvious cloud among the crowd. He seems to be carrying an invisible burden, which makes us sympathetic to his attitude. He is quietly enjoying a piece of cake while projecting an air of seclusion. Moreover, he appears reluctant to meet the eyes of others around him, as if he is really uneasy. But Diddy kept questioning him.
My birthday was cool.
Wealth.
Yeah.
To which Fab responded,
Like a good vibe more than like wanting for anything, or like, you know what I mean? So I got a cool vibe. I spend some of the time with my kids.
But the thing with Diddy's parties is that they're never really as they seem. According to someone who seems to have insider information about what goes on at these parties, these events seem to be less partying and more of collecting blackmail material. In that light, rapper Smart Guy recently got on a podcast to talk about how upcoming rappers get drugged at events, then get inappropriately handled, the party people tape it, and then use it to blackmail them.
He get they this they this videotape it. Then when he in the meeting, they track, they play the video of him getting by like 3 niggas.
It seems this might have been what Diddy has been doing for years to remain untouchable in the industry. What's more is that these things are reported to happen in special rooms at these parties, a story that's been told by almost every major celebrity in the industry.
They need to get you high. They need to get you, very, they need to be able to massage you a little bit. They need to get that footage on you. They need to get the pictures. They need to get that video.
Coincidence? Yeah, I think not. This whole story becomes something slightly different when you realize Diddy isn't the first high-profile person to be caught up in a situation like this. 18th century U.S. President Thomas Jefferson reportedly had a secret room where he kept women as slaves below his home. Depraved as it may be, to say this might not also be the case with Diddy. It becomes much easier to believe when you take into account that close to a dozen people have accused Diddy of different forms of assault over the last 6 months alone. Speaking of his assault cases, as I mentioned before, it seems some of his accusers might have played a role in his home raid. If you paid attention to the suits brought up against him, many of them were from way back. It seems the reason it took them that long to speak out, besides his intimidating position in society, is the fact that he had blackmail material, maybe in the form of a non-consensual tape. Well, it seems the authorities are about to find out. Even fans know it. One person wrote,
"Yeah, I know, they probably pop out they don't want this to get out to be shown to everyone and stuff like that. They don't want to be claimed as homo."
The year of truth has come for Diddy. The installed are getting exposed. That's it. Goodbye.
That was a lot. It was a good bit. And I mean, it's just so much.
This looks so
it's just so much just going on nowadays. Like, you can't trust anyone. Everyone, please protect your children. If your children is getting into this entertainment business and stuff like that in Hollywood, please protect them, because you will let people like P. Diddy get y'all kids and stuff like that. Like, it's just sad. It really is. And I feel like something like that must have happened to him. Like, why they into all of those weird stuff just to get off, you know? I mean, y'all, I guess, well, y'all done had so many women, so I guess you gotta figure out something weird to do. But you guys should tell me what y'all thought of the video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, you guys.